Hello and welcome back, everybody. It is me, Gustal, giving back again with Farm Sim 25. Where we left off last time was, give me a second. Ooh, anyway, was we had just got done with the field 25. I don't own this field here. I need to move my camera real quick. Give me a second. I always have the camera in the wrong spots. No, I did not mean to turn it off. There, put it there. Alright, so we did this field. I think we keep this field. Not gonna lie. Because my goal is to get that field right next to it. Hello and welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Back in my combine up in the shed. Alright, we'll park this right here. Just like that. So, my goal for today is kind of finish a couple things that I have up that I need to get done anyway. I don't think that's how a bed works, but thank you, game. Alright, so we're going to come in here, and we're going to go drop in my phone. Alright, set that right there. I said set that right there. Set that right there. That means stay right there. Hello? Thank you. Yes, I got Taco Bell before I started streaming. I also might break my one rule I have for the stream, which isn't fast traveling to. But I said I wasn't going to fast travel too much. I didn't say I wasn't going to do it at all. Mostly just because of the fact that when I drive this semi all the way up to field 19, which is. We are going to be here. Field 19 is clear over here. I'm not walking that distance. I hate to say it. Hello and welcome to the stream. How y'all doing tonight? Unless, now hear me out. I might be able to make this work. Shut the truck off. Deliver. Alright, I might have figured it out, guys. I'm as dumb as I thought I was for a second. We are going to unfold everything on the way there, so the only thing I have to do once I get to our location we're driving is, well, walk over, grab that thing, because the AI won't let me put it at the field, because reasons, I suppose. Nope, my bad. My bad. Well, I suppose it wouldn't let me do it for reasons, and then... So... It wouldn't let me do it, so I'm just going to walk down the road, which isn't very far, to grab it from where it's actually going to stop, and then... We'll, run out and grab it and bring it back. And then we're good to start actually combining. Did the AI just seriously churn that thing around over there? Ooh, bet. AI don't make no sense. Alright, so this is my field. Yes, it is. I'm never going to get used to this being an electric semi. My stomach itches. Ah. Don't mind me. Alright. So we're gonna do this for a few. By a few, I mean probably until this is done. I am curious about something, but I want to wait until I get done with this field this season. Or at least closer to being done this field. I might look here in just a few minutes though, because, yeah. Alright, I'm looking now. No. That is pretty nice not having to cultivate or plow, but that isn't going to help in terms of yield. I think I'd rather get a cultivator. Maybe a small cultivator, small plow. But I need a seeder and a planter. I don't need a planter to start with because I plan on only doing Alright, so we're just going to continue on doing this for a few. Like I said, it's a pretty big field. It ain't going to take long to knock out, I don't think. I think the biggest issue we're going to have is how quickly this thing's filling up in terms of hopper storage. Thing is I could have made this game really easy on myself, and I didn't want to do that. I could have put down government subsidy signs. I didn't want to do that. That's my biggest #1 rule. If I have to fast travel to get to vehicles, I will. But I will not use government subsidy signs. Not this playthrough. Not for my stream playthrough. It takes all the fun out of actually, and challenge out of it, to try to see if I can create a farm from scratch, basically. Two, I have mods. Yes, I will say it. There's mods on this map. It's the ones from the mod, in-game mod screen and selection stuff. I'm using them because they are available to me, but I am not using any mods that will make the game easier on me. Like, there are combines and plows and all of that that would take probably two or three of these combine swaths wide out of this field in one pass. Is that awesome? Is that hopefully the way of the future for farming, so we can actually maximize what we're doing? Yes. Is that what I want to do for this playthrough? No. I want to enjoy building this farm. Enjoy as much as I can the grind of not having money, being at $27,000 just because of the fact that I have to purchase equipment, I have to purchase everything. Could I pull out a big loan? Yeah. Do I want to? No. Will I have to? Maybe. I might have to. I don't want to, though. I hate pulling out loans in this game. But if I have to, I will. Do I wish I had help on this farm? Yes. Because right now, if I had help on this farm, I could be having somebody do this while I did either another job or running grain truck for this job. And I could try to be getting my other field bought and taken care of. And I still need to buy a plow at some point just to go plow my field, then buy seeds to seed the field, it's a mess. Is it fun though? Oh yeah. It would be better and more fun to have an extra person, another friend to play with. Yeah, but I don't mind grinding it out on my own. We are going to do a quick offload into the semi just because I don't want to get halfway or 3/4 of the way around and run out of room. And will I use a mod probably to do my for my plower? Yeah, I'm probably going to because I like that one. It's a little bit bigger than the ones I have in the they have in the actual game, but it's not so big that it's unrealistic. Like, it's a very realistic plow. I've seen plows this size before. The reason I want this plow is because instead of spending an hour on a small field to plow it, 2 to 3 hours on this field to plow it, it would take me about maybe an hour with the tractor I have for this field, maybe an hour and a half, and for the one fields I have about 20 to 30 minutes probably. Alright, so we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Um, this is our second headland pass. After this headland pass, we'll probably start going up and down. Probably from east to west, or west to east, I should say. But the plan is to try to knock this out as quick as possible, so we can get to all of our other projects we have around the farm for us to do right now. And I could have put an AI on this. I didn't think about it. Alright, y'all. Before I continue, let me show you two options. I'm going to have you vote on something real quick. After it saves. After it saves. Alright. So, what piece of property do we buy? We have 24, which is next to 25. That has barley in it. Or do we buy... 28 that has wheat in it? That is, and I'll give you both prices. This one is 121,000. That one is 76,000. I like 24 because it's next to 25. I already own 25. This is going to be the first little square on both sides of the road that I want to buy once I start building up the money and the farm starts expanding. But I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide. Alright. Sorry about that, y'all. My leg itches. And if you don't want to predict it with the hold that I put up, then just type in chat as well 24 or 28, and I will count your field as voted for. And if y'all want a view of the fields, like actually of the field in the field, before you vote, let me know and I will go down there with a semi and I will show you the fields we are voting on other than just through a map. Your votes do matter. Your votes do matter, so please, please, please vote. did I just get the other day? So there's a game I just got here a while back. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. It's the Crew Motorfest. I want to play it on stream at some point. But what's cool about it is since it has a radio in the game, it actually has a option for streamers to turn off the copywritten music. So that's pretty cool. We are putting cruise control on for a second. I want to look at something real quick while I'm sitting here. Alright. Sorry, I wanted to look up while I was driving what is the best way to not get copywritten to listen to music. And it sent me to a playlist I already had. That seems pretty loud. There we go. Not as loud. Hey, 69%. Nice. I hope you don't mind the music. I just needed something to kind of, one, help focus a little bit, two, I'm tired anyway. I've been working. I've been working a lot lately, and I've needed something to kind of keep me awake a little bit, so music's going to help me with that. Alright. We're going to offload it again into this because we are just about just about full. This week I should have quite a few days to be able to stream for y'all and stream for the channels. So keep an eye out over here on Twitch and over on YouTube for streams going up. I plan on trying to stream some more of this. After I get this, so goal is to get this video finished. Get this video finished next day or two. Post it onto YouTube. Farm Sims kind of being my little mini series I'm working on. I have that and Hunter Call of the Wild. I'm not really playing Hunter Call of the Wild that much for a mini series. It's just here and there when I actually want to play hunting, like hunt and stuff like that. So that's when I'll be doing that. And then probably Tuesday or Wednesday, because I'm off both those days. I don't know which day exactly yet, but one of the two I'm going to be streaming over on YouTube. The Borderlands 2, we're going to be finishing up Borderlands 2. Maybe both days I'll be streaming it. I ain't quite sure yet. My plan is to finish Borderlands 2 and start on Borderlands 3 this week. Because I am off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday for my job this week. So my goal is to stream pretty much every one of those days. I've been sore from work. I've been tired from work. So sitting here streaming, I mean, it's work. Yes, don't get me wrong, it's work. I have to make content. I have to be kind of funny. I have to be, whatever, serious in this moment. Like playing this, I have to be serious. Not really serious, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm trying to take it seriously because I do love farming, and I mean, like, I'm gonna try to take what I like seriously, like racing. When I'm streaming racing, usually I'm taking it seriously. Usually it's league races, like tonight when I streamed over here, it was a money race. I didn't know what that money race was going to turn into. And y'all seeing that guy chop my nose off, spin out, and then, like, look to me almost for blame, like, that's a little bit ridiculous. But, oh well, I don't make the rules. The only thing I know is I don't try to take everyone my stream seriously, like Borderlands especially. It's one of those games that it knows what it does. It knows it makes, like, immature jokes a lot. I don't take Borderlands that seriously. I do just because, like, Borderlands is... Oh, I love Borderlands, you know? But I take it as serious as it takes itself. It's one of those games that I can crack jokes. I can, metaphorically let my hair down and just let the game do its thing. Over here, it's like on Farm Sim or Hunter Call of the Wild. Hunter Call of the Wild, it has some pretty stupid moments, I won't lie. I've seen deer completely glitch out on a hill and just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it gets pretty ridiculous once in a while. But, like, Farm Sim, I mean, it's a nice relaxing game, let's be honest. It might not be the most entertaining for most people to watch, and I do plan on, at some point, trying to cut down some of the videos to make it more interesting, so you can get, you know, some of the... I don't think we need to spend over an hour combining a field and you sitting there watching me combine a field for over an hour with really nothing to talk about other than how the weather's been, which it's rainy in the game and in real life. But it's one of those things that, you know, just because it's slower doesn't mean it's a bad game. I get it, it ain't everybody's style, you know. There's a lot of games I don't like playing. I get that. Like, I 100% understand. This ain't your game, it ain't your kind of game, you know. I get it. That's what I like. Reminds me of... Reminds me of what I like to do. Be outside, work with my hands, you know. Whether that is actually working with my hands, like on working on cars, putting up fences. Like, you know, it's a lot of different things that go into working with my hands when I do. And what I mean by when I say it. But a lot of people would be like, oh, well, you're just sitting behind a tractor. Oh, you're just sitting in a combine. Yeah? Maybe. Maybe the farmers do just sit in a combine or sit in a tractor. But I will say this, you go through a field. That's one thing this game does not show. You go through a field and it ain't smooth like this. See how, like, the game when it's driving, it doesn't show any real bumps or anything, you know. I'll even go into first person and show you here in a second. Like, it doesn't really show much bumps, right? That's not the case. You're sitting in those tractors, those combines, and this is exactly what it looks like. How it feels while you're in there. It ain't smooth. It ain't smooth. Let me ask you this: if you have, put in the chat real quick. If you have, but have you ever played football in your backyard or baseball or anything like that? You know, catch even for that matter. In your backyard, front yard, park, anywhere. Have you ever done it? Put in chat if you have. If you haven't, I mean, you can be like, nope. But if you have, let me know. Because I'm going to compare a field to where you played that catch, where you played catch or football or whatever. Not on a football field though. Yes, football fields are not perfect, but they are they're maintained more than a park or a yard is. That's why I'm asking about a yard or a park. Because I've seen a football go clear up in the air. I'm running to catch it. And there's a molehill. Stand by. There's a molehill about yay big around. Right in my path. I don't see it because the grass has grown up. Oh, you know, forgive me that I'm running full speed through this grass in my yard, and there's a molehill that I step in with loose dirt, and my foot goes whoop out of underneath me, and I tumble. I look like a tumbleweed rolling around. That ain't nothing compared to a field. Again, I grew up around fields, a lot of fields, a lot of fields. You go running through a field, especially after a harvest of, like, say, corn especially. Corn is dangerous as it is. You run through a cornfield, you're getting cut. Those leaves will cut you like nothing. It's like a hot knife to paper. You know, it just, or bread, straight through. I don't care. I don't care what you who you are. I don't care how tough your skin is. It's like a sharp, hot knife with bread. It'll just shink straight through you. After that, say it's a cornfield. You grew up near a field. I don't know, whatever, you know. I don't know where all my viewers are from. But I'm just saying, if you ever grew up around any fields, I don't care if it's a cornfield, I don't care if it's a bean field, a wheat field, a barley field, I don't care what kind of field it is. I'm using a cornfield for this one example real quick. Cornfield, right? Actually, I'm just going to say a field. A field. When they plow it and then they plant it, it smooths out a little bit. Not a lot after. Like, when they plow it, it's all ruffled. Then when it's planted, it gets smoother. And then when it grows, and this is the part I'm trying to get across to you. When it grows, those seeds push out of the ground, sprout up, and then it pops that dirt open, kind of like a blooming of a flower. It sprouts that dirt up a little bit when it pushes through, and then when they harvest it, and actually, let me look real quick. Let me see if I can make a seed to see if I can show my point. It's not very well, I forgot how poorly textured this game is sometimes. Sorry. But when it sprouts up a little bit and you harvest it, you'd think it kind of pushes it back down, but not really. Because you have those little tines that stab when it's rotating, if you notice on the harvester. The forks, I don't know what you want to call them. I call them tines because it's kind of like a pitchfork, tines of a pitchfork. But they basically rotate in, stab and rip it off, and then shove it in the auger there, and it comes up in the PTO shaft and up in. That's why combines are so dangerous. You don't ever want to be around one while it's operating, like in front of one while it's operating. I've seen what it's been able to, I've seen what it does to animals. Deer, sheep, goats, rabbits, cats, dogs, anything that's hunkered down in the path of combine. It's not pretty. It can turn a deer pretty much inside out. But, and here's that big bud. When they stab to rip up the wheat or barley or whatever you want to, I'm using that as an example because that's what I'm harvesting, and I'm using the combine as an example. It also stabs the ground and kind of pulls the ground up just a smidgen. Not much, but just a smidge. It ruffles it. It aerates it, some would say, you know. And like, alright, you know, cool, whatever, it is what it is. But when you're running, this is the point I'm trying to make, when you're running, or doing anything, walking even through a field, it's like a bunch of little landmines. You think, you know, those molehills that I was using before as the example, were bad. No, these are 1,000 times worse. And the reason I say cornfields, and I was trying to say cornfields before I got distracted onto this, because I was using the header as an example. Cornfields are so much worse. Not because, oh, the header, which the header for that looks like that. It stabs the ground. It pushes the ground to the side a little bit. But science lesson with Gustel over here. Or farming lesson, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't even know at this point. Anyway, so not only though does it kind of ruffle it because of how the header's actually built, but the stalks, you see, it's kind of like a little miniature tree. When the corn stalk comes up out of the ground, yeah, you know, it starts out as a small little plant. I mean, like any other plant. You'll look at it and it's like, oh, that's cute. It couldn't hurt nobody. It's like kind of like a dandelion or something, you know? No, when it's fully grown, it's like a little tree. That's the best way the best thing I can use to compare it to is like a tree. Because it has roots that tangle down into the ground to secure itself from winds and everything else, or deer that run through it, so they don't get knocked over easily. They can't get just trampled and like something just barely brush it and it falls over. It has to be strong since it's tall. Usually most cornfields are taller than 6 foot. Most, I say, not all. But anyway, when you use that header, technically it doesn't touch the ground. There should be about, I don't know, maybe 6 inches, not even 6 inches, 3 inches maybe off the ground. Sometimes, I mean, if you're in the, like, if it's kind of say those tire tracks there, those ruts, were deeper and a little bit further apart, and you were going that way instead of the way I am, and you hit it with the front of your combine tire, it goes down with the front, or as you're going down, it starts to point your front end down, so you hit the dirt, like a ditch for that matter, a bigger ditch, like a little, not really flat draw, but like not a very big ditch, like something you could easily go through with any combine or tractor. If you ain't careful though, if it even washes out yay much more than you expect it to, when you dip down into it, it could dip that front end weird and slam that header straight into the dirt, ruffling it up even more. But that's not the point that I'm trying to make right now. The point I'm trying to make right now is just because it normally doesn't touch the ground, it leaves about 3 to 6 inches behind of the corn stalk, the base of the corn stalk. When it does that, you know, there's 3 to 6 inches still left behind out there. So say you go running through there, or gallivanting, or whatever you're doing, you know, even walking just to walk the field and make sure you didn't miss a lot of anything, and maybe you lost a tool out there off the back of your combine that you didn't know was there, because Henry put it on the back and you didn't know he did, and then you went out and combined, and Henry, when you get back to the shop, says, "Hey, I left a wrench on your back bumper of your combine. Did you get it off before you went out?" And you say, "I didn't even realize you had it back there." So you have to go walk the field now. It is so easy to trip yourself on those corn stalks because they stick up anywhere from about yay high usually, taller. So it's real easy when you're walking. It's real easy while you're walking just to snag your foot on it and go whoop and fall. I can't believe that was a 20-minute rant I just had. But oh well. And most of it was about corn stalks and how uneven fields are. Will it actually do it? Let's see if this guy turns it around. If he does, and he continues, then I'm gonna hop out and I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna take it down to where I need to sell it real quick. Offload him real quick. And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a second before I have to yeah. Alright. He wants it delivered right down here. Listen to this thing struggle, just carrying this much grain. And that's not even that much grain. Look at the inside of this thing. This, ugh. I don't like that. Why doesn't the horn sound like that? This right here, folks, is why I refuse to buy electric vehicles. Hey, 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 hey. Wait. Alright, chat. Here is your mission and your goal, okay? I'm going to go to the restroom, to the little boy's room. If this AI does anything stupid before I get back, when I get back, tell me. Put it in the chat and tell me. And tell me worker H, or the worker, or the bot, or the helper, or the hired man, or the whatever you want to call him, is stupid and needs fired. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Please tell me he did not do anything stupid while I was gone. Chat. Take that as a no. I am going to come over here and take out, as soon as I remember where to do it. We are going to take out a loan. Because there's two things I want to do. I want to come over here. I want to buy this. Then I have to come over here. $73,000. And we're buying this. So, the reason I'm getting this is so I can start field work after I get done combining my fields. Two birds, one stone. Oh, ow. And now we can knock out two birds with one stone. In the way I can knock out this field and the field that the AI is working on. If the AI doesn't go all goofy, and yeah. Oh, my back itches. Is that on pretty cinematic view? I feel like it is. Alright, so now I gotta go over here, grab the tractor, bring the tractor over here. Bring the tractor over here to fill up my... Or, not fill up, but... Empty my combine. And then... But I'm not doing that yet. I'm going to leave the trailer over there. And then I'm going to drive the tractor across to where the semi is. Get in the semi. To go over and empty the AI's trailer. GG's game. GG's. Huh. Well, that sucks. Chat, we might be cooked. Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. The moment when driving just isn't your strong suit sometimes. How's it going? Give me just a little bit. Probably, I might add you. we're trying to make our money back because we got screwed off of another contract. And yeah. I am popping wheelies. I'll add you real quick. Or I'll add you after the stream. But I did get your... Discord username. So... Oh, I need a way. Actually, I mean, I really do need to just finish this row at least of this. Five more followers until the stream goal, everybody. Be sure to hit the follow button if you have not already. Every follow is greatly appreciated. Alright, y'all, we are almost back down to 100,000 of debt. Only, like, I mean, like, maybe 10 jobs? Like, come on now, it can't be that bad, right? We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. The bank's gonna come take the farm. Y'all are out of jobs. Y'all are out of jobs on the gaming farm. I mean, like, we're cooked, bruh. I don't know how else to say it. I could sell the truck, though. I don't want to, but I could sell the truck. Ah, my knees hurt. We are going to try to finish this field up. This contract field up. And then we are going to end the stream here. Well, y'all, I'm tired. I'm beat. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it here. We did get a couple. Well, one more field. A lot more debt because some unfortunate circumstances. But thank you everybody so very much for watching. This has been another episode of Farming Sim. I'm gonna get ready for bed. So have a great night, y'all, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.